Marketing 101 for a cash-based providers. Here we go. So most people think that you must start out with a business name and some logos that must be amazing and some business cards and brochures and a nice t-shirt or some uniform that has all your logos and stuff on it. That's actually not the case. Just so you know, that's not the case, okay? The first thing of Marketing 101 is you have to know what result that you are solving for. What is the thing that you are amazing at that's going to get someone the result? And is it unique enough that they're going to pay a sizable amount of money for? Or is it the big enough problem to where they're like, yes, I need to come see that person because she can actually help me. So that's key. Number one is dialing in your message and making sure it speaks to a very specific person. Now, I know most of you guys are like, Kelly, I don't want to just focus on one thing. So let's just say in the pelvic health realm, people were like, oh, I just want to be pelvic floor. I can do everything. There's over 22 diagnoses that we can treat. Great. Well, guess what? I'm still going to make you narrow it down to treating one or two things. So whether or not you want to hit perimenopause or menopause, whether or not you want to hit pregnancy or postpartum, whether or not you want to hit hip pain or knee pain or low back pain or whatever it may be. But I'm going to need you to narrow it down. Let me tell you a story. When I first started in this field, I was known as the go-to for the hip. I was the hip guru. Well, what I quickly realized is, which is why I named my company OrthoPelvic, because I realized that the hip, which people were calling ortho, is the exact same muscles of the pelvic floor. So I was combining them, which is why I coined the word orthopelvic physical therapist, because we literally use the orthopedic and pelvic health and combined it. It's not just the pelvic floor. And I saw this many, many, many years ago. And so that being said, you have to niche down. Because I was known for hips, I specifically was referred to by tons of orthopedic surgeons. Many people begged to get in with orthopedic surgeons. I didn't have to beg. I just basically got the patients the freaking most amazing results. The providers, the doctors, the orthopedic surgeons were so freaking happy with the results I was getting their patients and getting them better, faster, with less pain, that they were like, refer to her, refer to her, refer to her, refer to her. And so I quickly became the go-to for hips, which then I was able then to launch my practice and be able to grow my practice very quickly because of that, because I was very niche down. If I just said, hey, I'm a pelvic floor provider and I can, I can treat anything, people are like, so what do you do? Can you help me with my tailbone pain? Do you actually treat that? Or males are like, what happens? Do you help me with that? Like, what's going on? And so you really want to narrow focus. Now, that doesn't mean long-term that the marketing message is not going to change. Over the years, I started as hip. Okay, that's how I started. But as the years progressed, I then went into pregnancy and postpartum. I hit that very heavily. Then I went into CrossFitters with leakage. I hit that very heavily. Then I went into male pelvic health, hit that. And then we went into perimenopause and menopause. And so you can see kind of the journey as we shifted our marketing message on what we were trying to target. So just because you're targeting one thing today doesn't mean in 3 months from now you're not going to target something else. With AI, you also want to be very mindful of this, that what you're targeting right now is the thing that you want to keep repeating the same words over and over again, because AI then is going to pick you up and say, oh, she's the go-to. She's the one you need to talk to, especially if someone's ChatGPTing you saying, hey, can this solve my problem? And they're listing you out of why potentially you can help solve that problem. That needs to be written all over your website, and the wording has got to be on point, okay, with that. So that to me is huge, is that you've got to know, when it comes to marketing 101, you've got to know your marketing message. Who are you speaking to, and what problem are you actually trying to solve? Now, once you have the messaging down, then you need to create a method. A method is how you uniquely solve the problem. So when someone is calling me or someone's inquiring, I'm not just saying, yep, I can solve your problem today. No, what I am saying is, you're here and I'm going to get you here. And how we're going to do that is along this pathway. I have actually developed this pathway myself, and we use it uniquely on all of our provider or all of our patients so that we can get you from here to here. When they hear that, they now know you have a methodology that you've helped other people do the thing. If I'm just like, yeah, I can help you because I helped Sally yesterday do the same thing, how does she know that? How does the person on the phone know that? They don't know. So if you tell them that these are the 3 phases that we need to follow, and we create a unique method with you, then what you're going to be able to do is be unique in the marketplace and not worry about if another provider comes right next to you and takes over the market or takes your patients or whatever, because you have a unique method which makes you stand out versus someone else. So this is why, number 1, you got to get a clear messaging and the result that you're going to solve. Number 2, you have to get a very clear pathway on what the method is that you're going to be using on all of your patients. And yes, there is a unique method that you have. It's like a secret sauce that you have that you're going to use it with any patient and any diagnoses, okay? So that's step 2. Number 3 is now we have to go and distribute that message. So now is when we make our cards. I like big postcards rather than like normal size cards because those get lost. So I prefer big cards with your face on it. So it's attracting, like, oh, someone's like, oh yeah, like that's a human rather than just words. You're going to put these words on the top of your website. So that way someone goes to your website like, oh, she's talking to me. You're going to put this maybe in a blog post. You're going to put this in SEO. You're going to put this all over Instagram, all these words and the results that you're going to get. That is how we're going to do marketing. But you cannot just start by posting videos thinking, oh, they're going to just know me. No, it has to be very strategic on what the plan is laid out from the website to the Instagram, to the Facebook, to the written messages on maybe postcards. All that has to be synchronized. Otherwise, A, AI confuses the heck out of what you do and they won't show you to anyone. And B, the patients are going to get confused on what you're doing. So they're going to be like, well, I don't know. I have doubt now if she can help me. And you don't want them to doubt because there's already all these people that are claiming these things and they're not truly that. So you want to make sure that you stand out with very consistent and concise marketing messaging so that people know, oh, she is for me. That's key. So this is a video on marketing 101 on what you need to get started and making sure that marketing message hits them right away and isn't just some fluffy thing that ChatGPT created for you. So be mindful of that. So if you're struggling with getting your marketing message out there, please text me. Just text me, okay? Our number is 703-783-2388. I'd be happy to answer something back quickly of like, hey, change the wording here. This looks a lot better. So text me if you need help with your marketing message. Bye, guys.